was short-lived. Yeah, I had 8 ounces in this, and that is just about, I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. It's about at the 6.5 mark. So he took about 1.5 ounces. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Diarrhea, but I did get a reading. He is 42.3. So Rob is getting the car seat. And you're going to go with him in the cab?
Yes, I will.
And then I will jump on a bus because I want to pack a bunch of stuff because we don't know how long we're going to be, but he can't wait. Hi guys, sorry I didn't update sooner. We're in a merge. We have been for about 4 hours. The doctor did come in and see him. As you can see, he's resting comfortably. He's all blotchy from crying. They took his blood and ran some tests, and his blood is perfectly normal. Everything is perfectly fine except for 2 things that are the culprit of all of this fever and throwing up and diarrhea and everything, and I never knew that that could cause that, but it's a simple fix with antibiotics, so I'm relieved. Owen James has a double ear infection, and apparently double ear infections can cause nausea, vomiting, fevers, and diarrhea. So he has seen the doctor. They gave him medicine. Like I said, he's seen the doctor as soon as he came in because his fever was so high. By the time I got here, he had all been already triaged, and I don't want to touch him too much because he's sleeping. His heart rate was, of course, very high, and his blood pressure, it was okay, but his temperature was the same as when I took it. So they took him back right away, and they gave him some Tempra, which is like baby Tylenol. They did give him an IV for fluids just because that's one of the first things they do. And with fevers, they worry about dehydration. However, upon doing his blood work, and that only took 1.5 hours to come back, we found out that he's not dehydrated, and the ear infections is the cause of all of this. So he is going to be put on antibiotics. They're just monitoring his heart rate and giving him some IV fluids anyways, just for good measure, I guess. And the doctor said he would be back soon to recheck and make sure his fever's staying down. Give him another dose of antibiotics, and then he will be good to go. So I'm happy he's not going to be admitted. They did give him a little teeny tiny hospital bracelet. It just has his health card number on it, and it has his ER number on it, like his patient number. Then it has his name on it and his birthday, and that he is male. And he was crying and flailing so much they couldn't get an IV in his arms, so they put one in his teeny tiny poor little foot here, and he's hooked up to the heart monitor. So they just want to keep an eye on his heart rate because how upset he was and how high it was. And I mean, babies' heart rates are generally high anyways, but his was about 30 beats over what it should be when we came in. So sorry, I forgot to mention, they also gave him a little bit of something to calm him down because he was so upset, and he was retching and gagging, but he had nothing to throw up because there was nothing in his stomach, because when my husband brought him in to be triaged, he ended up throwing up all over the nurse, whatever little ounce of Pedialyte I gave him. So the doctor said for the next 24 hours, he doesn't want him to have no Nutra Junior. He just wants him to have Pedialyte and bottled water. But before I give him the bottled water, he does want me to boil it. So that's about it. The doctor should be in, I'm guessing within the next hour or so, because he was in about 2 hours ago to check in. So he seen him right away when he came in, and then he was in 2 hours ago, and he said he'll be back again to recheck. But the medication they gave him when he first came in worked really well, the Tempra, so I'm going to pick some of that up at the pharmacy before I go home. It's just an over-the-counter baby medication. It's basically acetaminophen, so Tylenol, and I'm to give him that every 4 hours, and then his antibiotic he'll be getting morning, noon, and night, and then every 4 hours with the Tempra for 48 hours after discharge, and then the antibiotic for 14 days, and then I have to call his pediatrician and make an appointment with him for 14 days to recheck his ears, and just something so simple. My poor little guy here. They did give him something to calm him, as I said, because he was just retching, and they gave him something to calm him, which I believe was lorazepam in baby dose, which is basically Ativan, and then they gave him some Gravol, which was the baby dose for it, not like an adult would take, to settle his tummy, and then they gave him some Tempra. So the doctor is going to have me buy the Tempra and prescribe him that baby Gravol. He wants me to give him that as well for 48 hours after discharge, until the antibiotics start kicking in. So 48 hours after discharge, he'll be on the Tempra and Gravol as well as the antibiotic. And then that's 2 days. And then for 12 more days after the first 48 hours, I continue with the antibiotic. And if he's showing any signs of fever, I give him the Tempra. If he's throwing up, I give him the baby Gravol that he's going to prescribe. There's a funny name for it. It's an anti-nausea. It's like Gravol, but it's prescribed for babies. There's no need for me to give him the baby Ativan or anything. It was just to calm him down, because apparently when a child gets really, really upset, and they have like what he has with his medical conditions, it could throw him into convulsions. And there's also things known as febrile seizures, which is fever seizures, which he didn't have, so I'm happy. It's all good news. So we're just going to sit here and wait on the doctors. And I'm just going to show you his vitals now. So his vital machine is right up there, and I'll show you his vitals. His heart rate, oxygen saturation, and blood pressure. And his temperature is 37.6 when the doctor came in 2 hours ago. So here are his vitals, and then I'll see you back when the doctor comes. All good news. Hey guys, so the doctor is in. His name is Dr. Miller. He did unhook Owen James from the cardiac monitor. He's still sleeping, which is completely normal with the whatchamacallit they gave him, sedative. He's going to give him one more shot of the antibiotic, and then he's going to unhook him, and I'm going to get him in his car seat, and we're going to go home. So, yeah, and we've been here for, oh, it's been 8 hours now. It's about 9:30. Oh, actually, it's 9:35. So Joyce Anna is staying the night at my mother's, and that'll give me the chance to set my alarm so I can wake up every 4 hours to give him his Tempra and his baby gravel. We're going to stop at the 24-hour pharmacy on the way home to pick up his prescription, and I'll start his first dose of antibiotics in the morning. So yeah, I'm just going to film here while the doctor is giving him his medication. Okay guys, so I am filming on this side while the doctor is working on that side. He is going to be unhooking Owen James's IV now, and just the saline part of it, and then he's going to be giving him a shot of Tempra for his fever and another shot of the antibiotic, so that he has a good amount in his system to start off with. So I'm just going to explain what he's doing while he's doing it. So he's unhooking, he's pushing the lock on the IV so that it locks and no saline will drip out. And now he's going to unhook the tube. I'm trying to stay out of his way and film it at the same time. So that is just the plain tube. Now he's going to use the special syringe to give him the dose of the Okay, so as you can see right now, he has given him the entire needle of clindamycin, and now he's just going to get the Tempra and give him some of that. And again, this is Dr. Miller from our local hospital, and now he's going to be administering the it's the hospital's form of Tempra. It's just basically plain acetaminophen. Alright, so now that he's given him the Tempra and the acetaminophen, he's going to take the IV out. And then we are going to get Mr. here dressed and take him home and get him to bed. Okay, so he's just got a little bit of gauze there. He's holding on Owen's foot. And he's going to put a Band-Aid on it, and then I'm going to get Mr. dressed so we can take him home. Hey guys, as you can see after that, Owen is still conked out. He advised me just to put a nice loose sleeper on him, so I'm going to put this frog one on him that we brought. That I showed y'all. I don't know if you've seen it because the video was fast. He has a wee little Band-Aid on his foot there. I'm not going to put a onesie on him just because I don't want any constrictions, and when I get home I'll cut off his little I don't know if you can still see it there. I don't want to wake him up. His little hospital bracelet, like I said. We're getting on in the evening now. It's almost just about 10 o'clock. So. And he is out for the count. Like, he is really, like, He is really, really out. Look at that. Which is good. He needs the rest. So I'm going to try and be as gentle as I can with him. Oh, did you all hear that? Whimper, whimper. He spit out his soother, so I don't know. He just might be too tired to suckle on it. That's okay. So, and we got to stop off at the 24-hour pharmacy to pick up his tempura and baby gravel and his prescription of antibiotic. So I have that here. And then I gotta set my alarm for every 4 hours. And my mom is gonna bring Joyce Anna back in the morning. My husband called her and let her know what was going on, and she's relieved. So Mr. and Mr. is dressed now, and we are going to head home. So I'm very, very happy that he's not, like, it was nothing serious, and it was just an ear infection, and it's an easy fix. So I'm happy it was an ear infection in the sense that it was an easy fix, but I'm sad that my boy had to go through that. So we will see you in the next one, and always remember to smile. It's the only good thing that's contagious and can cross any language barrier. I hope you all have a good night, a good evening, a good morning, and whatever time you're watching this. I had a lot of fun doing this role play. It actually is after midnight. I wanted to finish it because I have 2 videos that I want to do. One is a discussion from Fun and Frolic Nursery. I can't think, I'm pooped, guys. I got to get up in the morning and go to work. And the other is a video from my wee Reborns cradle. So I look forward to doing them tomorrow evening. And I love you all. Good night. I'm going to bed. Well, I'm going to edit this, then I'm going to bed now.